You are watching SCN, keeping you in view.
I'm Larry Keat, and this is 1 in a Million.
We all have a story to be told. We are all different, young and old. Some are bound for glory, while others want to try. Every road is different, and there's a million stars up in the sky. 1 in a million. You're just 1 in a million. It's the story of the life and times of people all across this land.
Coming up, we tee off with Arden Knoll, Saskatchewan's top golfer.
Out here, you know, if you make a mistake, the only person that you can blame is you. And I like that feeling.
We take aim at the fastest growing sport in North America. And we meet a 9-year-old who lives the blues. Welcome to the show. Our first story is about one of the rising stars in Canadian golf. Only a handful of Canadians have ever achieved greatness in professional golf, but that's the dream of Yorkton's Arden Knoll. This is Deer Park Golf Course in Yorkton, home to Saskatchewan's best golfer. Recently, a day before he turned 30, Arden Knoll enjoyed the best round of golf anybody has ever played on this course.
I played well yesterday. I shot a course record 62 yesterday out here, which was really nice. I made 10 birdies and no bogeys, and it was probably one of the best rounds I played this year, considering it was a little windy and considering the conditions of the golf course is getting close to fall, so they're doing a lot of things to get it ready for fall, so it was nice.
Setting a course record is just one of the many achievements Arden has accomplished in golf. Since taking up the game 8 years ago, he's won numerous amateur titles and has become one of the top pros on the Canadian Golf Tour.
I've had 7 top 10 finishes in the last 2 years in 21 events. So about a third of the events I finished in the top 10.
Arden credits a lot of his success to his wife, Sandy. She travels with him to every tour event and serves as his caddy in most tournaments.
She's been my biggest support. She's my best friend, and she keeps me focused on what I'm supposed to do. She pushes me to do everything that I do, and tell you what, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for her.
2 years ago, when Arden decided to turn pro, it was Sandy who encouraged him to leave a career in teaching and pursue his dream.
You know, it's not easy to tell the one that you love to go ahead and try something totally different and giving up your security. We both had fairly well-paying jobs, being teachers, and now he's out on his own, and you don't have the security anymore with that being a golfer, so it's not an easy decision. I had to cope with being by myself after being together for so long. Arden and I had never been apart for more than a week, and we had a relationship where we've been together now we've been married 7 years, and we went out 5 years before that, so it was really hard to say, you know, go ahead, I won't see you for 3 months at a time. But at the same time, I know that he has a lot of talent and a lot of potential, so I wanted him to try it, see his dream come true.
While Arden has achieved success playing golf in Canada, his ultimate goal is to make it on the American tour. Before he can do that, he admits he has some work to do, especially on his short game.
Throw it back.
Pretty close. How good of a putter are you?
Oh, average on tour. It's got to get better. It's got to get a lot better.
Is it one part of your game that you need to focus more on?
This and the short game chipping. If you miss the green, you have to get up and down 80% of the time. I was around 70 this year, and that's not high enough. You have to be better than that. And this range of putt right here is, I don't make enough of these. These are the scoring putts. And in order to shoot low, you have to make these on a consistent basis. And this is the part of the game I have to work on.
Now you made that look pretty easy.
Yeah, just a little more relaxed. Heads up, guys. Coming right at you.
You may have noticed by now Arden is a left-handed golfer. He's one of only 5 lefties on the Canadian Tour, but that's slowly changing.
Well, traditionally, they used to, because of, I guess, the lack of left-handed equipment, they used to change left-handed people to be right-handed, just so that they could sell probably more equipment. The pros used to do that. And in the past decade, they haven't done that. They've just developed their tooling equipment is used for left-handed clubs now as much as it is right-handed. So quality of equipment is better, therefore people just don't switch.
Arden is one of the longest drivers on the tour. It helps him keep his score consistently at or below par. During the 1992 season, he played 23 consecutive rounds under par. But his score is something Arden tries not to think about when he's playing.
My goal is, before I'm going to be a real good player, I think I have to play a round of golf and not know what my score is at the end of the night, at the end of the 18 holes. If I can do that, I'll probably have succeeded in blocking out every other thought that should not affect your game and the mental part of the game. Because if you can concentrate 100% on each shot and not know what you score at the end of the 18 holes, you've accomplished a goal that's probably every golfer tries to achieve.
Arden and Sandy work like a team out on the golf course. It helps that Sandy can play the game. Taking lessons from her husband has brought her handicap down from 33 to 13 and made her feel a lot more confident.
Yeah, I do. I didn't take up the game really until last year. I went down to Arizona and I played 4 or 5 times a week. And being able to see from Arden's point of view what the game of golf is like, you know, I'm able to help him out a lot more.
She understood my perspective a lot better by becoming a better player. The frustrations that I went through when I played poorly, she now experienced. So it made her a lot better, both caddy and kind of coach on the golf course. She knows my golf swing better than I do because she sees it all the time. So she can tell me a lot of times a lot of things that I do wrong that I would not normally pick up.
Over the years, the Canadian Professional Golf Tour has been growing in popularity. Arden has been noticing an increase in the size of the galleries that come to watch the pros play. He's had to learn how to deal with not only the pressures of competing, but also with the attention of fans and the media.
You very rarely notice the cameras. Sandy and I noticed this year they got a couple of pictures from the Canadian Open. I have no idea where they were taken from. So that tells you that I didn't notice them.
But it must be a little unnerving the first time you get into a big competition. And you've got all those cameras and big galleries of people clapping when you make a shot. How do you block all that out of your mind?
I don't think you do block it out. You just become accustomed to it.
As he improves, Arden is finding people are starting to recognize him. It makes him feel good, although he's not in the same league as Lee Trevino or Greg Norman.
You never, I don't think, ever grow tired of it unless you're doing 5,000 autographs a day.
So you're not at that point yet?
I'm at 5 autographs a week. Less than 1 a day.
As good a golfer as Arden is, he's not going to get rich playing on the Canadian Tour. This season, he'll only make $24,000. Last year, Arden and Sandy discovered the pressures that go along with golfing for a living.
Well, last summer was the first year we were out here, and it was hard when Arden started missing the cuts at the end of the year because you start feeling the pressure from the money situation. And so you look at him and go, well, why didn't you make that putt? Or, you know, why did you hit that shot? And we learned a lot from that last year because it started not being fun anymore. And you don't play well when it's not fun. So we learned a lesson last year. And well, this year we set out and decide that it's going to be fun.
They better have some fun because until he makes it on the American Tour, they're in for some lean years financially.
We sat down about 2 months ago and we took a look at my finishes in comparison to the finishes had I shot the same scores on the PGA Tour, you know, total score for the week. Right now, my earnings would have been over $600,000 for the year, shooting the same scores on the PGA Tour as I shot up here.
Arden plans to continue playing for as long as his game improves. For him, golf is more than just a way to earn a living. It's also a challenge he takes personally.
I enjoy the competition very much. I like being in control of your own destiny, basically. At team sports such as hockey or basketball or anything, you have other people to back you up when you make a mistake. Out here, you know, if you make a mistake, the only person that you can blame is you. And I like that feeling. I like to be in that situation where the pressure is only on you, and you don't have to rely on anyone else to make up for your mistakes. If you make the mistake, you have nobody else to blame.
Next, we meet a youngster from Saskatoon who's got a bad case of the blues. In most ways, Jordan Cook is a typical 9-year-old boy. He likes his skateboard, doesn't like girls, tolerates school, and loves recess. But unlike most kids his age, Jordan loves nothing better than to team up with his best friend Danny White, head for the basement, and sing the blues.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Jordan began singing the blues at an early age.
Actually, when I was 1, I had the plastic guitar until I was about 3. And then stepped on it.
Were you playing the blues when you were 1 and 2 years old?
Yeah.
You were playing the blues at 2?
Yeah.
What's a 2-year-old have to be blue about?
I don't know, I was just doing whatever, just strumming.
So it just came naturally to you?
Yeah.
friends think about it?
It's just fine with them. It's just like playing sports. At recess time at school, we normally still play sports and stuff, but it's not better than the guitar, I say. But
Nothing beats the guitar.
right.
Jordan and his drummer Danny spend hours in the basement jamming and practicing. All that work is starting to pay off. They're getting regular gigs at a Saskatoon blues club. And recently, Jordan cut his first album, featuring some of his own tunes.
It's one of my originals from my new album. It's called Bluesman, and the song's called So Long So Blue. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jordan's dad, Bob, often joins the boys on a stage he built for them to practice their act.
For me, well, I've always been a basement musician, so it's I've never wanted to take my career any further than the basement. But it's a lot of fun going down and watching Jordan perform wherever he does play. And the way I looked at it, like when I first started taking lessons, Jordan was just a baby at the time, and he'd sit around and watch me play, and then it didn't take long until he sat down and started playing along with me. And there's a lot of hectic nights there, but all in all, it's sure been worth it. And about 3 years ago, he by far surpassed me in playing, so.
Not many kids have heroes like blues artists Colin James, Muddy Waters, and Stevie Ray Vaughan. But Jordan has been a fan of theirs since he was a kid. It was an upsetting day when he heard Stevie Ray had died. What did you feel like when that happened?
Oh, pretty sad. I was crying like for long. So.
But he's still your hero, your musical hero anyway.
Yeah.
Even last night, we sat down and watched a half hour of just Stevie Ray Vaughan videos. Like, we do that from time to time, and just such excellent music there. You know, there's something for everyone, and like I say, just out of the blue last night, we sat down and watched them again. It's just kind of, I always pick up something new on them anyway when we listen.
Were you surprised that he developed so quickly?
No, because, I mean, that's all the kid has ever done since he was born. Like, it's, you know, 6-7 hours a day, that's all he does. And we force him to watch TV sometimes. We force him to play Nintendo, so just to get him away from music for a little while, but...
When you hear Jordan play the blues, it's easy to forget he's not even 10 years old. But every once in a while, he reminds you he's just a kid after all. He says he has quite a few girlfriends at school because of his playing. Didn't you tell me that?
No.
You said you had 5 or 6 girlfriends at school that follow you around all the time.
Is that right, eh?
No.
Boy, you sure do a lot of things with your face when you play. You ever notice that?
Yeah, my sister told me that, actually.
How come?
I don't know.
A lot of blues players seem to do that. Huh? They make all kinds of faces when they play.
Yeah. Just living the blues.
Next, a story about a couple of Regina men who excel in the fastest-growing sport in North America. Darts. It's a game people have been playing since the 15th century. It's a simple game that requires a steady hand, nerves of steel, and a lot of skill. Saskatchewan is home to two of Canada's top players, Carl Mercer and Jack Geisinger.
In Canada, Jack is ranked, what, about 10th, 9th in Canada, and I've been highest #1 in Canada for a short time. At present, I'm ranked #2.
Many people don't even consider darts to be a sport, but Carl and Jack say the tournaments they play in are serious business that require concentration and preparation.
It's the same as in any sport, you have to warm up a little bit. You wouldn't dare walk into a tournament just from outside and walk up to the board and take on your first match. It would mean probably a defeat.
Carl took up the game when he was a kid, but only started playing seriously 6 years ago.
I grew up around it. I come from the East Coast originally, and my father and my mother used to play darts quite a bit. Being from Newfoundland, it's almost part of their heritage. So I grew up around darts, so it's just in my blood to begin with, almost like the English.
Jack had only been playing the game for a year when Carl suggested they team up.
I needed a doubles player one time to go to a tournament, and I looked around, and the best coming up was Jack at the time. And he was just starting, so I asked him. We got together and we started playing. And I think right off the bat, I think we clicked right away. Just personality and communication, and just...
We've got a lot more in common besides just darts, too. We like to hunt and fish, and we even drink the same brand of beverage.
Jack and Carl both admit their game has an image problem. To the public, it's seen as a barroom sport. They're trying to change that image.
Very much of a concern for us, because it started in the bars. I'm not going to knock that. But with the changes over the years, we're trying to increase the image of darts by bringing it out of the bars and into the public's eye because of the caliber and talent of a lot of players nowadays. And it's a highly competitive sport, and we're trying to uplift the image of darts rather than a beer-drinking sport, but a highly competitive one.
On a national level, what they're trying to do is get away from the brewery and distillery type sponsors and get more along the lines of Air Canada, that sort of thing. It adds credibility to the sport. We don't think of it badly, but it's perceived the wrong way by a lot of people who don't understand it.
Jack and Carl play in tournaments across North America. They'd like to be able to do this for a living, but they can't. Unless you're a top player in England, there's not a lot of money to be made in the sport.
You take some of the other sports like tennis, or bowling or golf, you're looking at $250,000 for first place. When we go to an event sometimes, you're only looking at, for first place, about $800. It's not much of an incentive, but hopefully over the next few years, by bringing this to the public and increasing our numbers, maybe we'll increase our purses in various tournaments across Canada.
Right now, darts is the fastest growing sport in North America. And in Canada, we have just under 10,000 people that are members of the National Dart Federation of Canada officially, but there's probably at least 30,000 more that play recreationally. We try and organize them a little bit more, and the more people that see it and enjoy it and request it, the further the sport's going to go.
After watching Jack and Carl throw for a few hours, it's obvious they play at a much higher level than your average recreational player. So is that pretty satisfying there, Carl?
Yeah. It's even
He missed one though.
it's harder to try to do it on cue.
Carl makes dart throwing look so easy, I thought even I could do it. What should be the first target I go for here?
Well, in a game of 501, your first target would be a triple 20.
You know what? I'm going to go for a bullseye.
Bullseye?
Yeah, because I just feel good about that. Somehow.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of people like it.
It's kind of glamorous.
There you go. There's a single bull.
Thank you very much.
See, technically the bull is actually the showcase.
What is it, do you think, that people find so fascinating about darts? It's such a simple game. Why do they like it so much?
It's challenging your ability to improve. Over a short period of time, you can improve to the point where you can compete in tournaments. But it's your challenge to yourself in competition. And it's also a social event that you can pit yourself against other people of your own caliber and have fun at the same time.
That's all the time we have. If you have any questions or comments about the show, we'd like to hear from you. You can drop us a line at 1 in a Million in care of SCN, 8th floor, Chateau Tower, 1920 Broad Street, Regina, Saskatchewan. Postal code S4P3V7. Before we go, here's a look at some of the stories you'll be seeing on 1 in a Million in the weeks ahead.
I guess I'm just a little old guy that likes to see the wildlife around and hope that we can put back some of the stuff that we took away from them. When you see an antelope going full tilt, that's really something to see. Or when you see the bounding that a mule deer does, that's really something. And like that picture that I was just doing with those little fawns, we see them in our yard here, lying just like that. That's really something to be wondered at, I suppose.
Darryl paid $7,500 for the elevator, but it will cost him $30,000 to move it. That's if there are no problems along the way. What's happening here right now, Ken?
Right now, we're just stopped and we're going to get some more wheels, and we got about 8 or 9 flats under there in the middle. The middle's taking a little bit too much weight, so.
Is that pretty unusual to have that many flats in this operation?
No, that's fairly expected.
Watch for those stories and more in the weeks to come. I'm Larry Keat. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on 1 in a Million.
You are watching SCN, the Saskatchewan Communications Network, keeping you in view.